y'all. It's time to continue the TV Tag Team Championship Tournament. And our first two new teams are the Insiders, International Champion Big Jake Blackwell and Stefan Von Berger, facing the team of Mad Dog McKay and KROSS.
The following tag team tournament match is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Coming down the aisle representing the Stronghold at a combined weight of 585 pounds, from Heidelberg, Germany, Stefan Von Berger, and from New York City, International Champion Big Jake Blackwell, the Insiders.
Alright, so a quick look at where we've been so far. The Revival defeated the X-Clan in the first round to retain. They came back later and lost to Tony Atlas and Rocky Johnson. Tito Santana and Rick Martel lost to the Texas Hangman in the first round. They came back on Snarl and defeated Larry Zbyszko and Greg Valentine to retain their spots. Ari Alexandros and Tibor Bolescu defeated the Two Kings, and they came back at Snarl and defeated the Dudley Boys too. And the Hart Foundation lost to the men from Lucha in the first round. And in the second, they eliminated Law and Disorder. And we still got 4 more teams to go. This tournament, I gotta say it again, I didn't do too bad with this one.
No, you didn't. The level of excitement is definitely heightened for this particular tournament.
Their opponents, at a combined weight of 448 pounds, from Las Vegas, Nevada, KROSS, and from Ithaca, New York, Mad Dog Mark McKay.
This tournament has brought forth tag teams of every size, shape, and description, and age. This is the newest, KROSS and Mad Dog Mark McKay, who joined forces about a month and a half ago, deciding to throw their hats into the ring for the TV Tag Tournament Championship.
And I gotta say, they got a pretty good chance. But their only problem is the Insiders, who have got a lot more experience.
Experience might go to Jake and Von Berger, but the new team's got an awful lot of heart. And who knows, it might be just enough to tip the scales in their favor over the Insiders.
Alright, it is going to be the man of the people, Big Jake Blackwell and Mad Dog Mark McKay, starting off this tag team tournament matchup. Referee Tom Kanamura sounds the bell. The men come center ring. Blackwell locks it up with McKay, whips him to his team's corner. McKay counters with a quick right, a quick jab, a kick. Blackwell puts on the brakes, takes him down to the mat. Jumping neckbreaker from Jake Blackwell, who turns it over to Stefan Von Berger. McKay rounded back up by the German technician. Head first into the turnbuckle goes McKay. There's a hard right, a quick shove, and Von Berger's warming it up. There's the clothesline, and down goes Mad Dog McKay. Yanked across the ring by his ankle. Stefan Von Berger, 300 pounds of pure power, and the German technician knows how to use it. Here comes Blackwell again. A double team kick to the ribs for Mad Dog Mark McKay. McKay opens up with a series of shots, goes into a sleeper hold on Blackwell. Blackwell counters McKay with a jawbreaker, disengaging the hold. McKay locked up by Jake. A running boot to the face, and Big Jake Blackwell certainly primed here. Big Jake sets it up. Huge powerbomb to Mad Dog Mark McKay. A stomp to the lower abdomen from Big Jake Blackwell. KROSS makes the tag. Big Jake Blackwell right there waiting for him. Gets a hold of him. A clothesline takes KROSS down to the mat. McKay beating it out of town to his tag corner. Big Jake Blackwell gathers up KROSS, whips him to his team's corner. Blackwell gonna take it himself. Oh, frying pan chop across the chest to KROSS. Blackwell rolls him over and goes for a pin here. One. Just a one. KROSS still far too powerful and hasn't been in the match all that long. Stefan Von Berger comes in on the tag, catches a rising knee. from Karrion Kross and a blatant choke. Kross chases Von Berger out of the ring, gets a hold of Blackwell, tags him with a hard right, steps out onto the apron, gathers up Big Jake Blackwell, slams him into the lip of the apron. Von Berger right there to catch him, hurls him towards the barricades. The German technician catches a right from Karrion Kross. Kross goes behind on him, has him up, sidewalk slam on the floor, with Tom Kanamura continuing to count and Big Jake Blackwell still laid out near his tag corner. Von Berger rolled back inside the ring by Karrion Kross. Von Berger with a set of hard lefts. And, oh, what a gut-wrench suplex from the German technician. He's stalking him like Godzilla. Karrion Kross makes the tag to Mad Dog McKay. A running dropkick quickly takes him down. Von Berger right on the scene on that one. Gathers up McKay. Gets a hold on him. Whips him to the insider's corner. A hard right from Stefan Von Berger. He backs it up. He winds up the arm, and there's another clothesline to Mad Dog Mark McKay that sends him collapsing to the canvas. Stefan Von Berger going all the way topside here as he awaits McKay to stand up. Double axe handle does not find the mark. Instead, a shot to the midsection from Mad Dog Mark McKay. McKay counters, delivers a kick to the midsection to Von Berger. Von Berger shoves him back. A shoulder tackle takes McKay down again. Mad Dog Mark McKay not faring too well here as the insiders continue to double team him and keep him confined to their corner. Here's another pin, one. McKay powers out, and Karrion Kross was there to make the save. But now Von Berger's going to make him pay. There's a pendulum backbreaker to Karrion Kross. Mad Dog McKay finally beginning to stir here. Von Berger goes right back to work on him. Rounds him back up. Whips him back into the insider's corner where he has spent far too much time already. Blackwell with another kick to the ribs of Mad Dog Mark McKay. McKay is squirted to the other side of the ring, hung up off the top rope. Big Jake Blackwell, international champion, all the way up on the top turnbuckle. Mad Dog McKay rising to a standing position here, and a flying shoulder takes McKay right back down again. Blackwell sets up the power bomb a second time, and Mad Dog McKay's taken two of those already. Mad Dog Mark McKay might want to consider tagging out at this juncture. McKay once more back into the insider's corner where he has already spent an unhealthy amount of time. Big Jake Blackwell playing tug of war with the arm of Mad Dog McKay, slams his head into the turnbuckle. McKay, with his leg draped over the rope, catches a calf kick from Big Jake Blackwell. Blackwell countered by McKay, who finally finds his way out of the corner. A spinning neckbreaker to Big Jake Blackwell. McKay with a stomp to the face of Big Jake gouging the face and eyes of the international champion. Mad Dog Mark McKay, apparently having had quite enough, turns it over to Karrion Kross on the tag. Blackwell back inside the ring, charges, locks it up with Kross. Kross lays him up against the ropes. A chop across the chest, the leg draped over the rope, and Karrion Kross yanking the leg of Big Jake Blackwell against the ropes. A chop across the chest, a second, a hard right, and a cheap shot from McKay too. Blackwell gets it back on track with a kick to the midsection to Karrion Kross. Rounds him up over the shoulders. Samoan drop from the man of the people, who goes for the cover and hooks the leg here. One, two, just a one. Karrion Kross powering out before the count of two. Big Jake Blackwell gathers him up, whips him again towards the insider's corner. Ooh, a hard right forearm, and here's a tag to Stefan Von Berger. And here comes a double team. Uh-oh, this ain't good. Diving headbutt right to the nether regions. And I'm sure Karrion Kross did not appreciate it. Kross out on the apron, using the ropes for support, counters Von Berger with a forearm, gets himself back inside the ring, locks it up with Von Berger. Von Berger with the upper hand. Hangs him up the top rope. Karrion Kross drops to the canvas. Von Berger locks up Kross, whips him to the insider's corner. Here comes Big Jake Blackwell, the team working extremely efficiently. Karrion Kross catching a back body drop as Big Jake Blackwell takes over. What a pummeling shot to the chest from Blackwell. Blackwell takes himself all the way up to the top. Karrion Kross was in no danger of that one. Blackwell miscalculating the distance, a clubbing overhand right to the head instead. Kross whipped onto the apron, counters with a forearm to Blackwell, makes his way back inside the ring. They lock it up. Right into referee Tom Katamura, and a clothesline takes Karrion Kross down. Blackwell rounds up Karrion Kross again. Once more onto the breach, dear friends, into the corner. And head first into the turnbuckle for Karrion Kross. Blackwell with another flying pan chop across the chest of Karrion Kross, turns it over to Stefan Von Berger. Karrion Kross beginning to take quite a bit of punishment here, and it's starting to show. Again, Kross finding his way into the corner. Von Berger sets him up on the top turnbuckle, tags him with a couple of rights, and out right onto the floor he goes. Well, that's a direct approach. Von Berger going after McKAY. Tags him with a hard left, steps out onto the apron with McKAy as Karrion Kross is rolled back inside the ring, and McKAy is slammed across the lip of the apron. Karrion Kross laid out the advantage all on the side of the insiders at the present time, as Stefan Von Berger drags Kross towards center. Misses with the stomp. Kross back up on his feet. A rising knee takes Von Berger down to the canvas. Karrion Kross going for the cover here. 1, 2. Just a 2 count, according to the official. Von Berger rounded up again by Karrion Kross, this time taking a trip to the other team's corner for a change. And Karrion Kross pulls him out and drags him down. Going to work on the leg of Stefan Von Berger. Kross trying to turn things around here for his team. Stamping the hands and fingers of Stefan Von Berger. Kross steps out, turns it over to Mad Dog Mark McKAy. Von Berger misses with his jumping neckbreaker. McKAy gonna make him pay for the mistake. Oh no, he isn't. He just got countered and whipped to the ropes, and oh, what a spine buster from the German technician. Stefan Von Berger gets a hold of McKAy, whips into his team's corner again. McKAy has had quite enough. He counters with an elbow, and whoa, what a left shot, putting Von Berger down on the canvas. Here comes Karrion Kross again. Von Berger tags him with a hard right, goes behind on him. There's a German suplex. Rounds him back up, and there's a clothesline for good measure. Von Berger covers, hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and well, now McKAy unable to make the save. The insiders are going on to the next round.
Here's the time, 10 minutes and 40 seconds, and your winners, the insiders.
Well, certainly full marks to Mad Dog Mark McKAy and Karrion Kross. However, it was a valiant effort, but not enough against Stefan Von Berger and Big Jake Blackwell of the Stronghold, who will be advancing to the next round. Here you see it. Von Berger with that German suplex clothesline combination putting Karrion Kross away. We'll be back with our next tournament matchup right after the break.